Hey viewers, welcome to Interesting Classes. Let's start the video.
In previous lecture, we have discussed about control flow inside try-catch block. To understand this concept more clearly, we are taking 4 cases, in which 2 cases has already been discussed. In this tutorial, we are going to see the remaining 2 cases. So what was the 2 cases which we have discussed? Case 1, when there is no exception. And case 2, if an exception raised at statement 2 and corresponding catch block matched. So let's move forward and see case 3. So what case 3 says? If an exception raised at statement 2 and corresponding catch block not matched. So what will be the flow of execution of the program on the console? Let's see. So as in statement 2, an exception has been generated. Suppose in statement 2, an exception has been generated of type that is interrupted exception. Okay. In statement 2, an exception has been generated of type interrupted exception. But the programmer which he has handled is of type arithmetic exception in the catch block. So as both the exceptions are different, it not get handled. The control directly came out of the try block and the program will be forcefully terminated by the JVM without executing the remaining codes. So what happened? As the statement 2, an exception has been generated of type interrupted exception. So the control searches for alternative code that is always written in catch block. But as in the catch block, a type of exception is written. We are just supposing that here arithmetic exception, the programmer has handled the exception for arithmetic exception. Okay, you will get more clarity. We will get when we will do practically in the command line. So as the statement 2 generates exception, but the exception which has been generated and the type of exception which we have handled not matched, the control directly came out of the program. Now what was the conclusion now? As the exception raised and the exception handled not matched, JVM will forcefully terminate this program without executing the remaining codes. Okay, so as the exception has not get handled, the type of termination will be abnormal termination. So let's do practically, you will get more clarity. So this is the code, that is public static void main string args. In try there are 3 statements, that is system.out.println statement 1. Then in second statement, that is thread.sleep. That is thread is of type main thread, which we have already covered for thread. What is thread? What is the need of thread? We have already covered in our previous video. So what thread do? The type of thread, it is main thread, and using sleep method, I want not get this program not get executed for 1 minute. Okay, that is 1000 milliseconds. Sorry, 1 second. Okay, 1000 millisecond is equal to 1 second. Okay, fine. So what as the statement will get executed, the exception will be generated of type interrupted exception. Interrupted exception. Okay. But as the control come here to execute the alternative code, but what type of exception has been defined by the programmer? Of type arithmetic exception. Both the exception will not get matched and the program will be forcefully terminated. Let's save the file. Let's run the code. javac test.java. Let's compile. See. an error in second line, that is unreported exception, interrupted exception must be caught or declared to be thrown, okay, at which place, that is thread.sleep. So as the exception has not get handled, it will forcefully terminated by the program. None of the statement will going to execute. Very important. When you will not handle the exception, none of the statement is going to execute. See. Okay. So we have discussed case 3. Now let's move forward in the case 4. Same block of code. Case 4. Let's see what case 4 says. If an exception raised at statement 4 or statement 5. We are supposing in statement 4 and statement 5 an exception will be generated. So in case 4 there are two pre-cases. In case 4 there are two pre-cases. Suppose in statement 1 an exception has been generated. Let's suppose in statement 1 an exception has been generated. So the control come here and the catch block and the catch block. So in statement 1 the exception has been generated and the type of exception which is defined by the programmer in the catch block is same. Okay, both the exception matched. So alternative code will be executed. So as the statement 1 will generate exception, the control searches for alternative code. Arithmetic exception has been generated and the programmer also handled arithmetic exception. Now this statement 4 will get executed, but now the case is in statement 4 another statement arithmetic exception has been generated. In statement 4 arithmetic exception has been generated again. Now for this statement 1, this is the catch block in which an alternative code has been defined. But for statement 4, where is the try catch block to handle the exception? Yes, it is possible that in this statement 4 an exception may generate. So where is the catch block? As there is no catch block, the program will again forcefully terminate it. You will get more clarity when we will do practically. Okay. So let's run the code. What will going to do? Suppose in try block an exception, arithmetic exception has been generated. Ten division by 0. It generates an arithmetic exception. It generates arithmetic exception. Now as the arithmetic exception will generate, it searches for the catch block in which an alternative code will be executed. Now what happens is, as here arithmetic exception has been generated and the programmer has also defined the catch block for arithmetic exception. So this statement will going to execute. Now what we are supposing, this statement also generates arithmetic exception. Okay. This statement also generates arithmetic exception. Now for this exception, this is the catch block. This statement is written inside try block. So the alternative catch block will be executed. But if in this statement an exception will generate, where is the try catch block? This statement is not written inside try block. See, this statement is not written inside try block. So who is going to handle this statement? None of catch block will going to handle. There is no catch block for this statement. So what? JVM will simply terminate the program abnormally without executing the remaining codes. Understand? You will get more clarity when we'll do practical. Let's run the code. Okay. CLS javac test.java. See, arithmetic exception of type unchecked exception, so it is not going to check by the compiler. Java test. See, statement 1 is executed, exception in threadment java.lang.arithmetic exception division by 0. See, what happened is, as in try block, this statement is executed successfully. There is no problem in this statement. But as the control goes to execute this statement, an exception has been generated of type arithmetic exception. Now it searches for the catch block. Yes, there is the catch block for arithmetic exception. Control come here to execute this alternative code. Again an arithmetic exception has been generated. Now who is going to handle this statement? There is no catch block, and this statement is not written inside try block, so it will not get handled and the program will forcefully terminated without executing the remaining codes. Fine. So this is the case. This is the first pre-case. Now what will happen if the exception will generate in statement 5? Say, what will happen if an exception generate in statement 5? Is there any catch block, or this statement is written inside try block? No. This statement is not written inside try block. So who is going to handle the exception? Is there any catch block also to handle the exception? No. So it will also result in abnormal termination. Okay, so let's do practically what I'm going to say. What is I am saying here? Try block system.out.println. This statement is fine. There is no any exception in this statement. That is 2. Okay, what I am supposing is, in this an exception has been generated, that is 25 division by 0. This is okay. There is no problem in also catch block. System.out.println. Okay, fine. That is here. That is what? Oh, what I'm doing here. That is statement 4. Okay, this is the code. As this statement is good, it will be executed successfully. This statement is also good. If this now the problem is in this statement, that is system.out.println 25 division by 0. Okay, so what it will result? It will result in arithmetic exception. Okay, so if the exception is generates, if this statement generates exception, who is going to handle the exception? This catch block? No, this catch block will not get executed. Why this catch block not get executed? Because the catch block always handle the exception which is generate in the try block, which is defined before the catch block. Okay, the catch block always handle the exception which is generated in the try block, which is defined before the catch block. So this try block is defined before catch block, this catch block. So it will, the exception which is generated here, this catch block is responsible for handle the exception. Fine. So who is going to handle this exception? None of the catch block is going to handle the exception. The program will forcefully terminated by the JVM. So let's save the file. Let's save what will be the output. Let's compile the code javac test.java. It compile finds java test. So what is the problem here? Oh, double code. Sorry. Yeah. Save. So what is the programmer always do these types of mistakes? Okay, students have to note that this mistake, that is double inverted comma. Okay. Let's do. It compile finds java test. See, statement 1 is executed, statement 2 is executed, statement 3 is executed, but see, this is the code. Statement 1 is executed fine, statement 2 is executed fine, okay, statement 3 is executed fine, but as the control came here, that is, as there is no exception, so this catch block will not get executed. Okay, this will not get executed. Not executed. Okay, this will not get executed, but this is the statement which arises in arithmetic exception. So as it not get handled, the program will be forcefully terminated. See, exception in thread main java.lang.arithmetic exception division by 0. It is asking for handle the exception. Okay, so what we have learned in this case, so whether it is statement 4 and statement 5, the type of termination will be abnormal termination. Okay, I think your concepts are getting more clear. We are going to learn many things in our next videos.
For any doubt and group discussion, join my Telegram channel. You can also check the link in the description box. You can follow me on Instagram and Facebook. Please subscribe to my channel Interesting Class and press the bell icon for the latest notification.